90 plus degree weather.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard not being in paradise. Yeah.
Right. And so what about that field? So you said you went into you're in the medical field, nursing. What was that about? Why did you decide to do that? Was it something personal or just something that you were good in, math and science in high school? Like, what was it about that field?
Yeah, I actually hated math and science in high school. I really did. I still kind of do. Chemistry is not
Yeah.
my job, but yeah.
I love it.
When I was younger, I really wanted to be like a doctor. I was like either an astronaut or a doctor,
Right.
and that kind of drove everything. But then I like realized how long med school is, and I admire everyone. I have a couple friends who are doing it. I totally admire them, but I couldn't do it. I've been in for 4 years of college, and I'm like tapped out. Um,
Right.
yeah. So that was that. And I love being hands-on with people. I love, getting to hear people's stories and things like that. And it seemed like as a nurse, I would be able to, travel as well as like get to be one-on-one with the patient. I would get to like, talk to my patient, be hands-on with them, really get to know them, and what's going on versus just like poking my head in and be like, hey, you're doing okay, and then leaving. So, I'm very happy with my choice. I'm very excited to start working. I've done 16 months straight of clinicals, and I can't wait to start. I should start in the ER around June, April, March, April, May, June. Yeah, June. I should start in the ER.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good
very
stuff.
excited. Thank
So
you.
are there different fields? So like you said, you're going in the ER, but there are different fields like being, with pediatrics
Yeah.
or things of that nature. Is trauma ER something that you're more focused towards or what?
Yeah, absolutely it is. When I first decided, I was like, I want to be a pediatric nurse. Like, I love kids, they make me happy. Like, I love being around them. They're just so full of energy. But it's very challenging. I don't have kids, so it's very challenging, to see a sick kid, and see sick people. So, I wanted to make the biggest change that I could, and I think pediatrics is just a little bit too challenging for me, like emotionally. So I decided, yeah, the next big thing is ER and trauma. I love the fast pace of it. I love the controlled chaos. You never know what's gonna like come in the door.
Right.
So, and it's everything. Yeah. But I have friends doing maternity, pediatrics, um, anything you can imagine they're doing. Like there's dialysis, people are doing like infusion nursing and crazy things like that.
Gotcha.
So it's very exciting. Yeah. Yeah, things are
Good
good,
stuff.
man. Yeah.
Good
Thank you.
stuff. Now, one of our conversations we also had was you getting ready, I guess, for your boards. So this
Yes.
is what is that about? What is this next thing? Because school's going to be finished, but there's still more that you have to kind of put on your plate to get where you want to go or get that goal that you're looking at going for.
Yeah, for sure. So my last semester has been 4 classes, 36 hours of credits, and was supposed to be 200 hours of clinicals, so like in the hospital. And my last 4 weeks, this is week 3, so next week would be the last week. I was supposed to be in the ER with one-on-one with a nurse working her shifts and things like that. Um, and then after that, I have like it's called the NCLEX. I don't know what it stands for, some fancy acronym, but I have to sit for that in March, April, late May, early June. And I have to sit for that, and then that lets me be a registered nurse versus just having like a BSN nurse.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I just got the email that they are still testing with everything going on, but they've decreased testing sizes, they've decreased the amount of questions we're taking, and they've decreased the amount of possible questions we can get right. So I'm a little bit nervous. Yeah, we're kind of the test group, but things are going well. Yeah,
Gotcha. Good stuff. Good stuff.
thank you.
Well, wonderful. So let's talk about even, now that we know why you decide to go to your school, what are some of the challenges when you get to college? You know what I mean? Like, I know, again, one of our conversations that we had before, just even some of the peer pressure that can kind of come, the
Yeah.
partying that's out there, I mean, and believe me, I've done my share of that. But when it comes to, you and your experience, how were you able to kind of navigate, certain circles to be involved in, certain times, where certain things were offered to you to say, no, that's not my vibe, and things of that nature.
Yeah. So to encompass all that, I definitely think like time management is the word I'm going to use to encompass all of it. So the biggest challenges I had for me were definitely the academia of it. I didn't learn how to study in high school. I was, I thought I was pretty smart. And then I got to college and it hit me like a truck. Like class, you're sitting there for, but you need to go home and study for 3 hours too, like each
Right.
day.
Sure.
So that kind of caught me off guard. So, there's 6 hours of my day. And then I want to work out. There's 2 hours of my day. So 8 hours of my day, and then I have to sleep for another 8 hours, So I only have a limited amount of time in a day. But, and definitely, I think a big thing is, time management and make sure you're passing all your classes, but still have a life, like still enjoy it, make friends, roommates are a challenge. They always are, they always will be. You go from, I'm an only child, so I went from living alone to living with three other guys. I'm not from a family of guys. I didn't realize how obnoxious guys are. We're a mess, man. Yeah, I didn't realize, but they're probably in here laughing at me right now. Yeah. So the biggest thing is time management. Carve out time for yourself. Study, take notes in class, go to class. Don't use your computer in class. Pay attention and get close with your professors. They're cool. They're people. They're normal people. They like coffee in the morning too. So just, get close to them. And if you have any questions, ask professors. Anyone can DM me if you guys need to. But yeah, man, you can get through. It's just positive attitude and keep your eyes on the prize. Like you're gonna graduate. Either way, you'll get there. Everyone's timeline is someone's timeline. You don't have to live my timeline. I'm not living your timeline. It's your own timeline. Enjoy it.
Right. That's awesome stuff. I really appreciate you sharing that because there's so much of an unknown when you go to college.
Yeah.
And there are other people's stories and things of that nature, or even, when someone graduated maybe even 5 years ago from graduating now from college or from high school, there's so many things that happen, during that time. And even the students that are going through the process now of being seniors,
Yeah.
Especially with this whole COVID-19 is those that have been working so hard, this was their senior year, to be able to perform, whether this was their basketball year got cut short or whatever, whatever their sport was, and this was their senior year, it's like, wow, what I mean? And my heart definitely goes out to those athletes. So what do you think, the mindset is going for or going through something like that, where this is your senior year, you're not being able to kind of finish out your year as strong as you wanted to. And even truthfully, sports aside, we're talking about, those that we don't know what graduation looks like. We don't know, of course, your proms and all those other things where some people might think that, oh, it's something small, it's just a dance or whatever. But, we also say that in light of us having the opportunity to be a part of it.
Yeah, we went, exactly.
I mean? It's one thing when you had it and you decided to not go, or that it wasn't, or it was just another dance. It was another thing when it's completely, taken away from you. And now it's kind of like, you don't have that. But, what do you think about, or what are some words of encouragement, for some of those athletes that are going through that transition of this being their senior year, or students in general?
Yeah, I feel bad, man. I'm on scrolling through Instagram. I see all these clips of baseball players, just practicing in their backyard hitting dingers because they can't, play a game. So I guess the best thing I would say is just keep a positive attitude about it. It does suck when we are quarantined, but things will get better. No matter what we have to do, things will get better.
Right.
That's all it is. College, whatever your choice is, your life pretty much starts now. You're out of high school, you're an adult. Things are about to get really crazy and exciting. Whether you go to college, whether you don't. Things are gonna work out. Positive mental attitude. And take every day as it is. That's the biggest thing. I'd say every day is a new day.
Gotcha. One thing that I wanted to also bring up, like I said, your connectivity with the organization for the past, 4 to 5 years, time definitely has flown by, but, I went to connect, our player of the week, the promotion video. So Mike, you were also a part of WSCN, which was Harding's, their news station, so to say. And so you being able to use that skill set and assist Game Changers with, what it was when we were doing our promotion video, that was great as well. Our young YSU Combine, our leadership combine as well. So you've always been, integral in the growth of Game Changers. And, one of the other things, of course, was our scholarship and our SB initiative. So you were one of the first 2 students that we gave a scholarship to, as well as the opportunity to go out to the SB. So, you know, let me hear about that, only because, not just because it was Game Changers, but because of the students that are looking for scholarships and, you know, what that process was like, you know. So what was your process like with just looking for scholarships? And then let's in just that segment with, you know, the Game Changers scholarship and, you know, the trip to the ESPYs.
Yeah, I see Emily in the chat said go Raiders. Yeah, go Raiders. Always, man. But other than that, yeah, scholarships are a tricky situation for students because, you know, it's kind of weird, like saying, hey, can I have some money, to a complete stranger in 500 words or less. Usually is like writing an essay. I wasn't good at paper writing. I got really good somehow, magically, all of a sudden, you know, that last month I was like, I can write papers. But, definitely do it, no matter what it is. There's a lot of scholarships out there. You know, whether it's, you know, like local, you know, homegrown Game Changers, or whether it's, you know, like Aspirin. I know Aspirin offers like a ton of scholarships. But go to your guidance counselor, man. Oh my gosh, they have so many resources. They know everything there is to know about scholarships in college. It's insane. Like, I could say a company, she'd be like, oh, there's a scholarship for that. Or, you know, like, I need like $37 left, and she'd be like, there's a scholarship for that. You know, just go to, your guidance counselors know everything about everything. They're like parents 2.0. It's great. And then we met, and that kicked off the first SB initiative. That was great. Player of the week. I was honored. You know, a whole week I had this chip on my shoulder. I was like, hey, you guys want to see my player of the week profile? Like, check it out. You know, so that was cool. And you and I, you know, we've been able to bounce ideas back and forth off each other for 5 years now. It feels good to be part of the team. And the SB initiative was incredible. I am honored to have had that opportunity. I love California. You know, I've only been out there once or twice, except for the SBs. And it was great. Yeah, we went out, flew out. I was like, awesome. We were driving to the airport, and I was like, all right, when's he going to pull out prank? Be like, yeah, where are the cameras at? You've been punked. So we got on the plane, and yeah, it was real. Flew 6 hours to California, and then got off, and I was like, wow, we're really here. So it was super busy, LA, you know, it was great. Got a hotel, things were awesome. Lived it up in California. We did so much more than the ESPYs too. Like, we went to the beach, we like, you know, went around town. We had all this good food all the time. You at the inn at the Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, man, things are good. It was so much fun. The ESPYs were an incredible experience that I never would have had otherwise. I'm ever grateful for that. I still have videos of pictures of it and things like that. That was the year that they had the Muhammad Ali tribute. Yeah, and that was it was serious, man. It was great. It was an incredible opportunity, and I'm, you know, ever thankful for it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. I'm glad that you're able to grab value from it, because for me, the reason why Game Changers chose to do the ESPYs is because, you know, the sports industry is $1 trillion industry. I mean, when you talk about apparel and production and any and everything that kind of goes with that. And so the reason why we wanted to do the ESPYs was because, you know, you're able to kind of see behind the scenes. I believe we did that with like their production team.
That's right.
Guy,
we did before.
He was like, I do this for the Oscars and for the Grammys and for whatever. And he does. So it's almost like you could write your ticket and, you know, in the industry, as long as you kind of perfect your craft, you know, if you write your own ticket and, you know, sky's the limit, so to say, you know?
Yeah, I remember you were walking through the hall. I was like, where's Dave at? We know Dave, the director of the ESPYs, like putting the whole thing on. Yeah, we got to take we got to take our pictures, like posing in front of the sign that all the athletes get to take before they go on stage. We got to go, see the stage. It was awesome. Everything about it, the whole behind the scenes, the experience itself,
And then I will say the part that I really enjoyed more than anything, because it was so last minute, like unexpected, was when the lady from ESPN, she was able to grab us some tickets for the after party.
The after party, I got to meet Chance the Rapper. Like, I tell people about that all the time. Like, I shook his hand. He's a cool dude. Yeah, you know, we go way back.
Right.
Yeah, it was awesome, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man, so much worked out. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't even know who Chance the Rapper was at that time. I'm like, who is this? Who is this? Like, who is this guy? You know what I
that's it,
mean?
man. Yeah.
And you're like,
We
yeah,
sat
Chance
next
the
to
Rapper.
the we sat next to a linebacker from the Panthers or Jaguars. We sat next to some famous linebacker
Yeah,
who was
yeah,
like
yeah,
actively in the NFL, just casually, like having dinner with him. Yeah, that was
yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're
Forgot
right.
about
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hmm.
Wow, that's amazing. Great stuff. Great stuff. And again, really appreciate you being able to add value, be a part of it, and then consistently just stay in contact with game changers. And to the point now that now you're getting ready for that next chapter. Looking at what your goals are going to be, especially in a time now in the healthcare industry where you are so needed, and really being able to transition everything that you've learned, time management, like you said,
Yeah.
self-discipline, all these things as far as in being an athlete, and curtailing that at the age of 14, 15, and so on and so forth to where you are now, you know what I mean? And how time management, how self-discipline is going to play a part in your next step, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like that to me is like, it's amazing. It's good so that any of the athletes that are coming up now can see that this is a building block, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or how Cam said it, it's like how Kevin Hart said, you're building a book, you know what I mean? And
That's
so
it.
it's really like you're just adding volumes, or you're adding chapters to your
Yeah.
book, and books to your volumes of life. And these are experiences that you really need to kind of maximize, even in these kind of unforeseen times kind of
Yeah.
deals. Like, what are you doing different to kind of set yourself apart? Because this right here won't last forever. So how are you going to come out even better on the
That's
opposite
exactly it.
side?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly it. Yeah, everything that happens in life is going to affect you. Everything builds off itself. Whether it's negative or positive, it's how you come out of it that, changes you for the better. So, yeah,
Yeah.
everything. I like that.
Good stuff. Well, wonderful. Well, again, thank you. One of the things that I wanted to do is also, as we get ready to wind down, we talked about academics, service, leadership, and then one other piece in respect to game changers is that we're huge on mentorship. And, I'd like you to just talk about that as far as have you found a mentor, or is that someone that you're still looking for? And have you had the opportunity to mentor someone?
Yeah, for sure I have. Oh my gosh. Yeah, at my job, everyone knows I'm a nursing student. I go around, I'm like, hey, can I help you with this, or do you guys need anything? And it's funny you say that. Because of this whole thing going on, I missed out on my preceptorship, is what it's called, where I am one-on-one with a nurse, and she's my mentor for 4 weeks, which kind of sucks. But I still work there. I'm close friends with all of them. Any questions I have, I can ask any of them. So it kind of feels like they're all like my mentors. But other than that, I ask a lot of questions. So anyone who will answer my question feels like a mentor to me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's good. And people have asked me questions about like how to get started in the field and things like that. I browse a lot of forums. People ask questions, and I'm happy to answer. So yeah, any way to spread the wisdom is great.
Yeah, yeah, good stuff. I like for you to, well, the reason why I wanted you, of course, to highlight that, because a lot of times, especially in, uh, there can also be times where you feel like you're on your own to try to figure things out. But like you said, whether it's your guidance counselor or whether it's someone at, your job, there's value in being able to ask someone for their opinion. And a lot of times people freely want to give it because they're like, they want to be able to help someone else out, be able to help them, through their next step. And that's how you meet a lot of great people, you know what I mean,
Hmm.
along your journey, so to say, building
Yeah,
bridges like that
for
as
sure.
well. Good
I
stuff.
I've become very close with like a geneticist. He like works with genes and like the study of genes and things like that. And it all started because I just asked him about his passion. He worked in a lab, and I was like, "Tell me more about it."
Mm,
And from there, it just sparked. You just have to ask people about what they're passionate about and what they do and why they do it, and then it just people love to talk about what they're passionate about. It's so good to hear. Yeah.
good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so we're gonna get ready to wrap this down, but before we do, we're gonna do some rapid fire questions. I like to throw that
Okay. All right.
in.
All right.
So, ladies, we apologize. Mike is taking. So, that won't be one of the questions. We don't want to get them hung up.
Yeah, I think she's in here right now. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. um, so let's go ahead and get it started. So texting or talking?
Depends. Normally texting, 90% texting. Yeah.
Okay. Good. More the reason why I appreciate you blessing us with a video because this is a
Yeah,
step
no,
above even
yeah.
talking, right?
I get very anxious about like talking on the phone too. All right, go ahead. Hit me up. What's next?
All right. Favorite day of the week?
Um, Sunday. Sunday.
Sunday. All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Surfaces again for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, for real. I mean, they're casual, you know. It's chill. You can. It's okay to hang out in your pajamas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good day. Yeah.
Favorite city that you've been to?
Oh, shoot. There's a couple, probably LA. Charlotte, North Carolina is a big one. Yeah, I'd say that's it. Charlotte, North Carolina, or um, LA. Yeah.
Okay. Because you are an avid surfer, like you alluded earlier, what's
Mhm.
a goal place that you'd want to go and surf at?
That's funny. So there's a ton. I have a long list. This is what I'm passionate about. I could tell you all day about it. But a big one, you know, I'd like to live in California. That's one of them. Puerto Escondido in Mexico, and
Ooh,
Nicaragua. I'm going to the Maldives in September, which is like an island south of India, with a couple of my other surfer friends. So that's a big one. Yeah.
all right.
Anywhere I can go.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember living in Hawaii and on the North Shore.
Hawaii. Yeah, the North Shore of Oahu. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
those swells get up to like around 50 feet. I mean, it's
Yeah,
bananas.
yeah. Wave of the Winter just happened too. It was huge. Sorry, I was getting a call. Okay.
Oh, no worries. All right.
Yeah.
Nickname that your family calls you.
Sorry, one sec. I lost all audio because of that call. Uh-oh. All right, what is it?
Nickname that your family calls you.
Nickname that my family calls me. I don't know. My mom used to call me Scooter a lot when I was younger. I never understood why, but Scooter.
All right. Favorite holiday.
Uh, Christmas. Yeah, I like Christmas a lot. Christmas.
Okay. First celebrity crush.
Oh, that's a hard one. Probably like Demi Lovato. She was in all the movies when I was younger. So Demi Lovato. Yeah.
All right. Favorite junk food.
Oh, that's a hard one. All I eat is junk food. Probably Pop Tarts. I love Pop Tarts. Yeah.
Got you. Your favorite number.
Number. I don't know. 58. I like 58. It's a solid number.
All right. I got you. Cake or pie.
I don't know, man. I'm not big on either, actually. Probably cake, I'd say. If I had to pick cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite car?
My favorite car. That's a really tough one. I'm big into cars. Um, Man, I don't know. Right now, it'd probably be like it's definitely an '87 El Camino.
Mm,
Yeah, an
okay.
'87 El Camino. Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. It's been
Who's
my
your
favorite
favorite?
car forever.
Who's
What's
your
that?
favorite athlete?
Favorite athlete. I'm big into surfing, so Kelly Slater right now has been my favorite. He's doing a lot of relief program and efforts like that. So Kelly Slater.
Okay. Good stuff. Um, Mountain, ocean, or city view?
Um, I'd say ocean. Yeah, I'm not too big on cities as or oops, sorry. Yeah, definitely mount or ocean. Yeah.
Ocean. I got you. Yeah, same with me. I love to look at the ocean, but I'd probably like to live up in the mountain area, probably like here in the United States would be like Puerto Rico or something
Yeah.
like that, where you could see the ocean, but you
Yeah.
got a nice high view of it as well. You
That'd be
know,
nice. Yeah. The ocean
yeah.
scares me, man. It's a scary place out there. But
Right,
yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
I,
definitely the
I,
ocean.
I, I have no idea. In the back of my mind, I think I watched one too many episodes of Jaws because in
Yeah.
the back of my mind, I'm always thinking like,
Yeah. They leave the water when I go out. It's different. Yeah,
that's
you
what it
know.
is.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Well, Mike, thanks again, man. I really, really appreciate you. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your hustle. Thanks for your grind. Thanks for being involved with Game Changers. It's to me, being the founder of the organization, being able to have genuine people like yourself that are passionate, on and in or out of the pool, which takes me to a T-shirt you wore. It says, "I hate lamb sports." I
Yeah.
love that shirt.
Yeah,
You know,
that's still
just
my
because
attitude. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But you know, I really just appreciate, you know, the young man that you are and man you're growing into be, and all the success, man, all the success in the world. Anything that we can do on our end to support your endeavors, you know, we're here. I'm a call away, text, DM,
Yeah.
whatever
Thank
you
you, Coach.
need.
I appreciate that. I'm honored to be, one of the first ambassadors. I'm glad to be a part of the team. And I thank you for every opportunity that you've given me and every memory that you've given me. This has been great. I love doing this. This was so much fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for everything you've done for me,
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, thanks again, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all following the platform of Game Changers. Mike, you take it easy out there, and we'll be in touch sooner than later, brother.
Thank you, Coach. You too. Take care.
All right. Take care,
All
you
right.
all.
See you around.
Bye.